What if we redefine what a blueberry can be? Meet Beyond Berries, an innovative fruit fusion of blueberries, raspberries, and dates that rescue the berries that are too small or not pretty enough for the market, and fuse them into a consistent, seed-free, no added sugar, ultimate frozen berry experience. Less waste, all taste. Beyond Berries, frozen berries, but way better.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for letting us be a part of this. I'm Farmer Bob, and this is the farmer's daughter, Brianna. I've been farming berries for most of my life, and in that time, I've seen a lot of things grow and a lot of things go to waste, and no farmer likes to see good fruit left behind. The truth is, up to 30% of produce not even ever leaves the field. Perfectly good blueberries, wasted because they're too small, too soft, or not good enough to make the market. That adds up fast. So we created Farmer Bob's Beyond Berries, an innovative and proprietary process that takes this undesirable fruit, infuses it with organic dates, and creates an even more delicious, more nutritious, and it becomes a transformative catalyst for the blueberry industry. Bree, you want to tell them how we do this?
I'd love to, Dad. Thanks. Our promise is right on the bag, right from the farm. No fillers, no preservatives, just real upcycled berries and organic dates fused into even more nutritiously healthy, berry-shaped frozen snacks that unlock value from previously unsellable fruit. Frozen blueberries, but better. Dates are naturally sweet, nutrient-rich, and the reason our proprietary process makes every bite consistently sweet, never sour. This is a first-of-its-kind proprietary process from a genuine farmer. Nutrition-packed berries combined and made even more amazing. Not to mention a new creation of a category in frozen fruit. Consumers are seeking simply made, clean ingredient foods they can trust. This creates a very big opportunity. Blueberries already drive billions in yogurt, ice cream, smoothies, and oatmeal. Snacking is a $4 billion category. Farmer Bob's Beyond Berries creates a new subcategory with our super-powered fusion, frozen fruit snacks. You may have heard of True Fruit or other players like smoothie cubes or frozen berries. None do what we do. Innovatively seedless, blendable, healthier, consistently sweet, endlessly versatile. The fact is, we've created the bell of the berry ball. We like to say Beyond Berries blends well with others, because it does, across endless categories, whether it's as a topping, in cooking, enhancing your drink, or popping straight from the bag. Beyond Berries are incredibly versatile with new inventive discoveries every day.
And we're not just an idea. We're on shelf with KeHE and UNFI. We're already in the freezer section and launching in Mother's Market, Smart & Final, Three Bears in Alaska, and a number of Northwest natural fruit retailers. And at food shows, people light up when they try us. Berry forward taste with a nutrition-packed snack.
And that's great and all, but can I tell you about our influencers?
Please do, Bree.
We're building traction with influencers and sampling to drive trial and awareness. Even Farmer Bob's getting in on the action. Our growth plan builds on that momentum, sampling, partnerships, and events. Plus, new flavors and formats, putting Beyond Berries in more consumers' hands. Stores are currently moving 5 to 7 bags per week, and expanding to 1,500 stores puts us on a $6 million run rate by late 2026. Winning this prize would directly fuel that growth, allowing us more retail partnerships faster and exceeding that $6 million goal.
We're a farming family. My wife keeps us authentic. My daughters lead sales and strategy. And our team feels like family too. Together, we built an operation with expertise in R&D, logistics, and innovation. Our motto, healthy soil, healthy plants, healthy people. Beyond Berries brings that to life. Convenient doesn't have to be unhealthy, and healthy doesn't have to mean tasteless. We'll take blueberries beyond their boundaries, forging the future of frozen fruit snacking, all in a way that farmers and consumers can be happy about. Thank you very much.
All right, that was awesome. Judges, who'd like to go first?
Kelly.
Thank you for that. My name's Kelly with Cohort Food Distribution.
Hi, Kelly.
I am curious, what would you do with the funds if you were named the winner?
Well, Brianna talked a little bit about that. We're going to use that in advertising. That's our biggest thing right now. We've got a great marketing team. We're going to take that, go that way, and then we're also going to use it to scale. We've got our own, everything is done in-house from field all the way to package. So this is totally vertically integrated, and we will use that money then to scale the processing facility that we have. We have it set up to scale. We're starting small and building up. So that's the primary use.
Perfect. I do want to ask a little bit more about the advertising. Are you aiming to do programs directly with retailers or through your current partners?
So we are aiming, actually, we are targeting working with retailers. That is part of our strategy. We're on shelf like we talked about with Cohort and UNFI right now. But we intend to deal directly with the retailers and TPRs and promos and ad, and we've got a very dynamic marketing team. As we talked about before, even they've got me doing a lot of social media advertising, which is really not my thing. I'm truly an 8-track guy in a cyber world. But yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time doing that. We're focusing now, like for example, in Mother's Market, we're down there speaking directly with them. We want them to sell our product off the shelf, but we're teaming with them to find out what's going to drive the consumer into their store as well. So we've targeted social media personalities in the LA area, and it's really starting to ramp up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, appreciate the presentation. It's actually quite nice, the product that you offer. The blueberry that would be going into this, what am I looking at? Meaning off a bush, you show the picture of, I think, a green blueberry, which that's not probably part of this product, I'm guessing. But
It is, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. So your family knows I've been doing this a long time. One of the reasons that we have raspberries in our blueberry blend is because we're taking more of the green fruit, and that obviously is going to take and create an off flavor and an off color. So by doing that, we can put in 50% of blueberries in that ingredient. We add some raspberries, and then a lot of that, we're up to maybe not quite 40% green on some of what we're doing. So we're really taking a lot of green and putting it in there. And then we're also bringing in as much ripe fruit as we can get. So we go to the fresh market and look for a lot of overripes. We kind of blend that together, and then we create the blueberry product. We also use this in the other products that we have as well. The black raspberry product that we have, which is, I think, 35% blueberry.
That's great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, y'all. Great presentation. One of the challenges when it comes to creating a unique new innovation to a category is consumer education.
Absolutely.
And so my question to you is, how have you been tackling that thus far? Are there any hurdles that you've had, and how are you planning to basically get past that and teach consumers what this is, how to use it?
Yeah, go ahead and take that one.
So this is actually something that we're currently in the, we're dealing with is, you put us in the freezer section and people are like, okay, where do we put you? Do we put you next to the smoothie sets? Do we put you next to frozen berries? Because you see, we are going to be a little bit more pricey than just a normal bag of frozen berries are going to be, and they're going to see that and they're going to be like, what in the world? And we're realizing that educating is so important. And so we've been working on revamping our packaging, but your packaging can only do so much, and we are really hitting on demos within stores. So we are wanting to partner with retailers that allow us to do demos, because I feel like that once consumers are able to try our product, they're like, heck yes, this is what I want this, like get me more. But we have to get it in their hands. And then once we kind of can build that brand awareness, hopefully from there, we won't have to, but we also love interacting with our consumers. So we're a family business, and when you get one of us, you get all of us, and whether you want to be part of the family, you end up being part of the family too, so.
And I would add to that, a big part of it is education as well. So we're doing these in-store demos, but there's education as well, because the consumer, they understand the idea of upcycle. They understand the idea of regenerative agriculture, sort of big picture. But when we're there talking to them, we can interact and we can talk with them about what's actually going on. What is an upcycled fruit? Why is that important? We're talking about what we're doing on the ground and the soil. And I am a huge believer in starting with the soil first. So it's an educational process, and it's amazing how many people gravitate to that.
We have time for one more. Go ahead.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
I'm Amira. I'm from Bluestein Ventures, and you hit on just very quickly the price point, and I am kind of curious what premium it sits at relative to maybe the other frozen blueberries on the shelf, and then what your margins kind of look like right now versus maybe, well, I guess you're vertically integrated, but what your margins kind of look like right now.
If I understand the question correctly, and I think I do, we're in line with the smoothie cubes just below True Fruit. Our suggested retail price is at $10.99. On ad, we're at $8.99. And an ad and promo gives us $7.99. So if we're really getting aggressive and we're seeing movement, we'll kind of combine the two and use the TPRs to get people in there. $10.99 is moving in a lot of the natural food stores. The conventionals, Kroger is actually, we just had the review with Kroger. So they're looking to pick us up probably second quarter, 2026. They're honestly a little bit concerned about that $10.99, but when we tell them what it is and where it stands and that it can sit next to these smoothie cubes and outperform them as far as performance and versatility and offer something a little bit more than what True Fruit does, they pretty quickly back off of that.
Great. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome.
Thank you.